Before we bought our bus, we had never stepped foot inside of an RV park. So I figured while we're here at a 5-star RV park in California, why don't we give you a little tour? I'm just gonna be real with you. If it's TMI, that means good information coming your way. I'm over it. I don't wanna do this.
Oh my God.
A big thank you to OM Systems for sponsoring today's video.
Oh my God, it's really frozen in there. There you go, babe.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome back to a new video. I'm taking over this time. Usually Sam does the intros, but I'm doing it this time. We have made it to California and we are camping right along the coast in Pismo Beach at one of the top rated campsites in California on the coast. We are California natives and I think we have shared before that camping in California, wild camping at least, is really hard to come by. We often have to book RV campsites like we're at today. Just paid camping is really one of the main options here in California, which is a big adjustment because we spend so much of our time in other states or in Mexico where it's just much easier to camp, but we want to be back for the holidays. So we just kind of decided like, let's embrace it this season and actually book some campsites so we can feel more comfortable and actually enjoy this time of year while we're here in California. Could I use my hands more talking? I mean, my God. And so I was thinking that maybe you would want to see what a 5-star campsite looks like, what it doesn't come with, the pros, the cons. So hopefully you can feel like you are actually here with us and experiencing this all together. But of course, it's still gonna be, you know, a regular vlog as well. Sounds good? Let's go. Well, starting with number 1, somewhere to dump our piss. I feel like we show this way more often than other people that live in a rig. We pee a lot, and also it's just a little bit more truthful than other people might show you. Okay, starting off with our campsite right here in our big old bus that needs to be washed. Oh my God, it literally looks insane. A lot of the campsites at RV parks, if you don't already know, are very close together. Much different than wild camping where you have so much nature to yourselves. You're kind of like right on top of each other. Okay, so this is a California state park, so pretty much all the sites are the exact same. This one's called Oceano, I think it's pronounced, but it has a nice solid table working situation. Then we have a fire pit that we are not going to use. I feel like there's always like fire warnings in California. And we have room for our new car. Yeah, I said it, our new car. Woo! We have a brand new car. Well, it's not brand new, but like it's new in our hearts, you know what I'm saying? We traded in my old car that we have shown you that the door almost fell off in one of our last videos. It's gonna be great for our future road trips. And we are planning on sleeping in the back of this Subaru, so that should come shortly. There's also water and power hookups, but if you want to dump your tanks, you have to pay $10 and drive across the campsite to do so, which is a negative for us. And this site is $40 a night. There's a lot more to show you throughout the video, but first,
We're gonna get the dog's dress and show you the rest of this campsite.
he's so lazy, like he could go without any walks.
Our little
Miss
lady.
Thang over here, she just popped in because she heard the leashes. She needs a lot more exercise than this guy. The handsome guy! Oh my gosh, we went to Charleston about a week ago to visit our friends Blake and Tabby. My friend Tabby and I made all of these lip gloss charms. I saw them on TikTok where you just kind of like punch a hole in the top of your lip glosses. It's so cute! I did this one that's like Stitch inspired, and then this one that's cherry. So I did a little cherry lollipop and a bow. They're so freaking cute, and then I feel so fancy every time I put on lip gloss now. I'm like, oh homie. Sam with the B-roll. My support
Like king.
So I've got my lip gloss, sir. Thank you. And I have my OM5 camera that we are absolutely obsessed with. We've been using it for the past couple of months. And luckily, OM System is the sponsor of this video. So we are going to show you how it works and how cool the photos and the videos are on this camera. girl is officially 8 months old. She couldn't be prettier to save her life. I mean, what the heck is going on with this girl? She just came back from a 2-week training program. You wouldn't be able to tell, but she did. No offense, of course. So that we could take her from a little girl to a young woman. I don't know how much of that happened, honestly, but what's going on here? But it has helped in some ways. Like when we used to walk her, she used to be very just poly and overly excited and all those kind of things, like barking at other dogs. And I would say she's like 80% better on that, which is a huge improvement. We'll see if it pays off a little bit more later. Also, I wanted to share this thing that Sunny wears around his face. Is called a gentle leader, and it's kind of like a horse spit, but without going into their mouth, that goes around their nose. It's not a muzzle, although muzzles are completely fine and worth it if you need that. He had a small muzzle phase when he was younger. Oh, he wants to zoom. But I just wanted to give a little PSA. If you see a dog out with a gentle leader on, you don't need to make weird comments about it. You don't need to say, oh my god, does he bite? Because I know I'm sensitive because as a bully breed mama, but yeah, some people say the craziest shit to us about his gentle leader on, like such rude stuff. You get the point. Let's go on a walk. Okay, so literally steps from our campsite is this beautiful walking path across this lagoon. And Sam alleges that I think this path might take us to the beach as well. Never mind, I made that up. It's been such a nice path to just like walk the dog, see the lagoon, see the trees, hear the birds. Like, I can't get over how quiet this campsite is except for our dog that's squealing right now because she hates that we keep stopping. But I can't help but keep stopping because now that we have this new camera, I'm so excited to take so many photos on it. I keep stopping like every 5 seconds and I'm pissing the dogs off and probably Sam. But I had to take all the videos and photos on here. I'm like, I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park or something. Let's keep walking. One of my favorite features of this camera is that it's so light and compact. It's literally less than a pound, so it's not bulky or annoying to bring around, especially for vlogging when we are constantly walking around trying to take out our camera to get all sorts of different shots. It just makes it so convenient. And we always say that the best camera for vlogging or photography, when people ask, is whatever you're more likely to use. So often it is going to be a lighter camera like this because having a big bulky camera walking around can get really frustrating, and sometimes it's like a little bit awkward to shoot a huge camera in public. So we like having just a little thing like this, especially because it looks like a film camera, so it's like, you know, artsy and stuff, and it's just less intimidating to bring around. Ooh, look. Okay, so this is called the Oceano Lagoon. Look at all the little critters we're supposed to see.
Oh, a beaver!
Also, there are tons of California state employees, we should say, that are constantly driving around, checking in. They're waving at everyone, making sure everyone's staying safe, I guess. So if safety is a concern of yours at this campsite, I would say so far it's pretty good.
Okay, I'm just gonna be real with you. If it's TMI, that means it's good information coming your way. Okay, we've been feeling a little on edge recently because there's so many things that are like out of our control right now that we're trying to make happen. We just got some weird news today and just feeling in a funk. So trying to have a bit of a dopamine menu, which is something I learned about recently, where you have like a list of things that give you some dopamine and make you feel better, and you try to do at least one of them when you're feeling in a bit of a funk. And we are going to go do something that is on Sam's dopamine menu right now. You could probably guess what it is. Bye, Buzz.
See you on the other side.
So we just got to Grover Skate Park just outside of Pismo Beach, and one of the highlights of the OM 5 is that it has 6.5 stops of image stabilization, and it's paired with the proper lens, so it actually has 7.5 stops of image stabilization. So we're gonna go test this out. I'm gonna go skate around the park, try and see how steady the actual image is, and hopefully it's as good as I assume it'll be.
In the OM5, you can also record up to 120 frames per second, which is so much fun to use for action sports, especially like skateboarding, and get these epic slow-mos. And upon the first test, the image stabilization is really great.
This used to be such a peaceful activity for Sam and Sunny to do together, and now we have this absolute maniac. Oh my god. What? Meanwhile, Sunny just absolute chilling. Sunny and I are over here like, why is it so chaotic? She's a baby, she needs to sprint. All the photos I took are just of you getting absolutely terrorized.
One of the most important features of the OM5, especially for us living on the road, is that this is weather sealed and it's dust proof. Sometimes we're in the snow, sometimes we're in the beaches of Mexico and it's a crazy windstorm and sand is just blowing everywhere and it could get into the camera. So just knowing that it's dust proof and weather sealed for our lifestyle is one of the most important features. And honestly, for a camera that's this small and honestly this affordable is a huge win.
You also can shoot in log format in this camera, which is amazing because then you have so much control to make the videos look exactly how you want them to look in the post-production, which is essential for us to make these videos.
Also, this has nothing to do with the technical specs of the camera. I just think this camera looks really cool. It is based on all of the old school film cameras that Olympus used to put out. So just having all the dials on top, having both the silver with the black, I just think this camera just screams like film street photographer. And I'm super excited whenever I pull this out. I think it just makes me look cool. It makes me feel cool while shooting. It's one of those things that completely unnecessary to the camera, but I just think it's an awesome perk of it.
A big thank you again to Ohm Systems for sponsoring this video. If you want to know more about this camera, we have a lot of information in the description below. And now let's get back to the vlog.
Love to see that she's more relaxed. Update exactly 2.5 minutes later.
Whew. Okay, wait. I gotta show you guys what our fridge looks like. Oh my god. Our fridge literally looks like middle-aged parents after the kids move out. There's literally butter, soyaki, and some sriracha. There's like nothing else, and I'm starving. I think we have one thing that we could eat.
Well, this was going to be what was gonna get me out of my funk, was going in the water for a cold plunge, which actually sounds miserable right now. It's so cold out and the tide is so low that we'd have to like run out there. Those are my excuses.
But while we're out here, this is the beach that is 1 block from the campsite. It is a beach that you can bring your car on, and I believe you can camp on it. If you've got like a really gnarly 4x4 vehicle, you could definitely go way out into the dunes, because way in the distance over there is the infamous Pismo State Beach dunes that people do a bunch of crazy ATV rides and stuff like that on.
But shout out to Sam, who was willing to do the cold plunge with me, even though he only has his undies.
Whatever gets my baby out of the funk, I'm finna do.
Okay, real quick, I think now is a good time to give you a little bathroom tour.
No genders, all gender bathrooms.
As he drops his towel next to the bathroom. Okay, so here's the toilet. Where's the shower?
Shower's on the other side. If you come with me this way, 1, 2, 3 showers. Shower numero uno. Oh my god. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, you scared me! Sam! A gorgeous shower.
Gorgeous. Important to know, these showers are not free. You have to go buy coins at the front. Depending on how many coins you get, depends how long your shower is.
Good boy.
Oh, this is what she does with her
Hi,
body.
love bug.
She literally goes like this.
Look at her. Rooftop time. I feel like it's like 11 a.m. and it's about to get dark. What? What the heck? I love her. You're such a cutie pie. What?
Oh, nice. The one that put down there?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, as much as Roxy is in her party girl era right now, she's only 8 months old. It's all about like no sleep, party all night. And you know, we've kind of talked some smack about her. Look at that cute butt. But I do gotta say, she has been absolutely a light in our lives, such a bright spot in our days. I feel like Sunny has a similar temperament to us, like very relaxed and chill. And Roxy has been such a spunk that we've been wanting in our lives. And she's so funny and does like the just silliest things. Keeps us entertained all of the time. Oh, you were in the bathroom. What do you think, Roxy?
You're our little party girl. She's a woo girl.
I love her. She's freaking psychotic, but she's our psycho.
She's our psycho.
I love her. She's actually one of the sweetest girls ever. My mom calls her Giggly Wiggly. You know, Miss Giggles, Miss Wigglesworth. I call her Little Girl on a Summer's Day because she brings the summer everywhere. Oh, gotta get a hit. Ready?
If you saw our fridge earlier, you might wonder what we're gonna eat for dinner tonight. And so are we. Pick up that phone. Pick up that phone.
Also, I'm not gonna say what time it is, but as you can see, the sun is still out and it's daylight savings, so. Hi, can I place an order? Okay, I've been looking forward to this all day. We've got a Thai food takeout order. Place called Beehive in Pismo Beach. It's so good. This is our second time getting it. Thanks for the lighting, Sam.
Got you.
Tapping. We have red curry rice, pad see ew with chicken. One of my favorite foods of all time. The creme de la creme, my favorite dessert, possibly of all time, but it's not always in season and it's not always, you know, right?
Oh, it's gonna spill.
Oh, this one looks, oh my God, this one might be the best one I've ever seen. I have 3 words for you. Mango, sticky rice. I have to take a picture of this.
It smells amazing. It smells amazing.
We recently started a new show called Outlander. I'm just like, I love having a show. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you later. I'm literally so hangry, I like can't even speak.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone.
You don't have a mic.
Whoa. Go to sleep.
Good morning.
Did you imagine if we woke up this excited every day? We're a Cracker Barrel family.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for the nutrition you put in our belly and the care that you put into our lives. In return, we will live very long, healthy, and happy lives.
We've added a kiss to our ritual. Also, upon further review, this is not technically a 5-star campsite, so we were wrong about that, but it is in the top 3 highest rated campsites on the California coast.
Something tragic happened last night. I'm speechless.
Heartbroken.
Heartbroken, devastated. Your girl's phone is kaput. It doesn't work, and it's not broken in the sense that like I dropped it too hard, which, you know, I have dropped it a couple of times. It's been like that
Since last night.
no matter what we do. It won't turn back on, and Sam's a techie guy. We need to leave, okay? We were supposed to do a work meeting today, can't do that. The thing I'm worried about the most is the fact that our Apple appointment is like a good 3 hours away from here. I'm just gonna have to raw dog it and just sit in silence. Like, obviously the radio exists, so I'm sure a lot of people watching have no sympathy for my broken phone. On the bright side, we're gonna go get coffee, check out a local Pismo Beach spot, because as you saw our fridge, we are pretty much out of everything. So unless I wanted like cilantro and green onion this morning, it was time to go check something out.
Easy, you're good.
Oh, wait, you would have such a good voice for these songs. New guy in town. Pumpkin roll. So pumpkin-y, but the consistency of like banana bread. Oh my God, it's so good. Or pumpkin bread, I guess. Top of the morning, I got a soy milk latte with a little bit of butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
I've never seen butterscotch on a menu. I'm not even quite sure what butterscotch tastes like, but butterscotch. So today is actually our checkout day at the campsite. I guess it's lucky timing that my phone broke last night because we can leave anyways and we have nowhere to stay tonight. So we'll figure that out later. Work. packing up to leave, but we still have to give our final review of this campsite to let you know if we think that it's completely worth it. Something worth noting too is that because it is a state campsite, there are a little bit more rules and regulations versus like a privately owned campsite. So something that we didn't show, for example, is every time you drive back into the campsite, you have to stop at the check-in and let them check your car ticket to make sure that you're allowed to be here. I'm pretty sure you can get fined if you don't do that. And there's a lot of employees and like state park rangers that are constantly checking the campsite. Like I'm talking every 5 minutes they're driving around, which like Sam mentioned before is great if you're worried about safety, but also it's like they have a watchful eye on you. Also, if you ever want to see what we're up to in real time, like I always mention, you can follow us on Instagram at Sam and Kelly's Van for daily updates. Okay, the bus is on, we're all packed up. We literally had like 15 minutes to do everything.
And we're still barely on time.
By the way, we did look up this campsite, and I don't know if I mentioned, I think I might have said before that it was a 5-star review, but it's actually a 4.4-star review, whatever.
Close enough.
It is getting increasingly harder to find places to camp in California that are wild camping or even campsites, because a lot of times you have to book like 6 months or more ahead of time. That's just not our style. We like to do things on a whim, so I'm super grateful that this coastal beach campsite was available on such short notice, and so that in itself is adding a lot of points. I don't know, I would give it a 5-star review.
I'm gonna give this a 4.5-star review. It's not the most perfect campsite of all time. I'm near close enough for the price.
Honestly, that's facts. That's facts. Lou. Whoa!
Yeah.
That might be a record, buddy.